Hi guys, it's the Millwall Tube here, and this is our post-match thoughts video for the 1-0 win against Watford on Saturday / our Blackburn score predictions. And of course, I've already talked about the Watford game in my vlog, so I'm not going to bother with that game in this video. So first of all, let's have a look at our opposition tomorrow night. Blackburn currently sitting in 17th place, the exact same points as us, as well are currently in really bad form, so I think it's a good opportunity for us to get 3 points on the board again and drag ourselves away from the relegation zone. I'm very torn whether to go for a 0-0 draw or a 1-0 win. Fuck it, I'm going to back us for a 1-0 win with the goal scorer to be George Honeyman. Why not? I thought he was unreal against Watford on Saturday. And by the way, unfortunately, I won't be at the game tomorrow night, so there will be no matchday vlog. So I'll see you for the post-match thoughts video for the Blackburn game / the Birmingham predictions on Thursday, I suppose. So I'll see you then. Come you Lions.
Hi Millwall Tube. Reactions, reflections video for this afternoon's 1-0 win over Watford at Aberdeen. Do excuse me one moment. It is tea in there and I'm drinking it because I've shouted myself hoarse trying to see us, as they say, over the line, which actually we did. I thought we did exactly what Neil Harris said this afternoon. We enjoyed ourselves to a point, which I'll come to in a second, and the crowd interacted with the players and vice versa, and the two of them hit it off. We got it done, certainly. I say to a point because I'm not going to criticise anyone. How can you criticise when we get 3 points and a clean sheet as well? As far as I'm concerned, that's pucker. I'm not going to complain. There's just 1 or 2 players this afternoon who possibly, I'm not going to say played badly, could have played better. Duncan Watmore had an off day for him, which, you know, we're all allowed them. I have them. I have a lot of them. So when you're under the public eye as much as he is on a football pitch, he's going to have them. But just some of the things he did were, 1 or 2 things were slightly naive. Zion Fleming wasn't quite aware of some of the things that was going on around him, and I'm sure he's not, but some of the stuff he does makes him look as if he's lazy. I stress look as if he's lazy. I didn't say he was. He certainly wasn't lazy in the 3rd minute. If anyone could tell me whether their player got yellow carded for that foul, I don't know, but it's the sort of thing that normally happens to us. Shove in the back, was it? And from where we sit, which is Coldblow Lane, it looked as if his free kick bent and the keeper made a mess of it. But I'm being told on the way out of the ground this afternoon that it actually took a deflection off their wall before it even got to the keeper. And then that was why he didn't get to it. I'll know better when I see the reports later and stuff like that, which I ain't seen any of them yet, any of them online or whatever. This is just, I've got in the door, made this and hoping that my voice will come back. I don't sound as if I'm getting grabbed by the gonads for too much longer. Anyway, back to the game. After that, it was a typical gritty Neil Harris Millwall performance, which I love, again, to a point. I say to a point because, and you could see Neil on the touchline was getting animated over this as well. We were defending too deep. We were inviting Watford onto us and onto us. And if I'm honest, I did sit there and I said to my good friend John, we both said it, they're going to score in a minute because we're letting them attack us too much. But no, typical Neil Harris grit. We held out and the atmosphere at the end was absolutely phenomenal. By the way, it's the first time I've started off a match in 1 block and then been stewarded into a 2nd block after going downstairs to go to the little boys' room. But it's good, it's all good. I met a couple of people who I hadn't seen for ages, so how can you complain? Talking of not complaining, all right, Ryan Leonard proved that he was human with one stray pass. But other than that, that chase down the line to shepherd their winger into touch without him even getting the crossing summed up what Ryan Leonard's about and what Neil Harris has put in the team. He sprinted down that touch line almost the full length of the pitch, and he won the battle between the two of them. And talking of winning of battles, Danny Mack had that whacking great guy who was set on him. I bet Ishmael had told him, Valerian Ishmael had told him, oh, he's only a kid, you can do him. Yeah, right. And the rest of it. Danny Mack had him in his pocket for the whole of the game. Interesting little thing, which somebody might be able to clear up who was in a different part of the ground. Duncan Watmore's shot in the first half. Did it hit the old beans and toast, or did it get cleared off the line? It was very difficult to see, again, from where we are, because there's players in between, and I thought personally it did hit the frame of the goal, but again, I'm told by somebody as I'm leaving the ground that it was cleared off the line. Maybe it was a combination of the two. But I ain't going to complain. 2 wins in a row, 1 goal conceded, 6 points out of 6. Super Neil Harris is back. The cusp of the cusp, as I very intellectually said the other night. We're in from the cusp now. We've got a difficult trip during the week, I believe, to Blackburn Rovers. And if we can get anything from that, I think we're probably looking at a mid-table maybe finish. And then Birmingham next Saturday, we've got that as well. But they are games for another day and not tonight. Tonight is a night of celebration. Sorry, it's all gone to my head a little bit now. Millwall 1, Watford 0. Come on, you Lions. I'm Millwall Tube. Well, oh yeah, it's still Saturday night, obviously. Just changed my clobber and forgot that I didn't put a prediction in for the Blackburn game. Right. Yeah, they're on the same level as us in just about every single sense. They're having a very, very indifferent season. Same number of points as us, and just above us or below us, which I can't remember, in the table. And considering that we featured in probably one of the worst games I can remember, and that's saying something at our place last season, I think that, oddly enough, will be Neil Harris, the gaffer's motivation when he comes to striking them up for that game. It will remind them of what it did to them, what it did to the supporters, how they were a laughing stock. Mind you, he doesn't want to remind them too much because I don't think they've got over it yet anyway. But he'll use that match, and he's a good motivator. And consequently, I think we will come away from there with a point. We may well have to be malicious, vicious, but we'll get the job done. Hey. It'll be a 1-1 draw, and unless we play with 6 midfielders, which I don't think we'll do, we've got to play someone up front. If Michael Lubafemi isn't match fit, we'll have to go with him for as long as we can. Otherwise, I can't see Tom Bradshaw being well, and I don't think the lad Mayer, he's a winger anyway, he's not a striker. So I'm going to say Michael Lubafemi this time will get off the mark and score. So Blackburn Rovers 1, Millwall 1. Come on, you Lions.